did your win against Hearts make the other night?
Well, like normal, like the 3 points is most important. That's the statement. I think that's the biggest thing on that day. The derby is something else, but for we, it's the 3 points that is most important for us. And after the disappointment against Celtic in the cup, the gaffer just told us that the only way we can at least put a smile in the fans' face and the club and everyone, the supporters, is the derby, and which comes us immediately. So that's the only way we can just bring smile to them, and the derby is more important. And we know how derby is everywhere in the world. So winning the derby is like winning the cup final. So for us, we believe this is a cup final for the fans to win that game, and to start winning in Eastern Road is something else for us, because for the past few weeks, months, we've not been winning. We've been playing well, doing everything, but we've not been scoring, not been keeping clean sheet. So that hasn't been a problem playing back home. So for us, we put all this into consideration, we work hard, and we feel, yeah, this is the time for us to bounce back and to really make a change and to make sure we get the 3 points, and to make sure at the end of the day, we bring smile to the Hibs fans and to the supporters and to the club as well in general. So come that day, we're able to do that and bring smile to the fans and getting the 3 points, which is the most important thing, and keeping the clean sheet, which we've not been doing for, I think from the season. We only had one against Wolves County, and this is the second clean sheet. So come that day, we know keep a clean sheet and we score a goal, we can get all the way and win the 3 points. So we did that, and it was okay for us.
Why do you think the team have struggled sometimes after they get a really good result? So you drew at Celtic, you beat Rangers, you won the derby, but then the next match, sometimes you struggle to get to the same performance levels. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think it's a mentality thing, just as the gaffer said. But we've been working, not just because of that. We've been building up, we've been working hard, but sometimes you don't get what you deserve. Sometimes you play brilliantly, create chances, but we could not put the ball in the net. So that makes the difference. Not that we've been playing so bad, but just the little details that the gaffer is always telling us. We watch videos, we try to make corrections. So we try to learn, because we're just new team. We've not played with each other. Some of them have not played in the first leg. We're just together. It's a new team. So it's going to take a while for what the gaffer really wants us to do to really gel in us. So, but we've been working day in and day out to make sure we get everything in place. And as you can see, after the game with Celtic, playing this game against Hearts, we can see a new change. At least we were able to keep a clean sheet. We were able to be organized, play as a team, more of a team than individual. So that's what the gaffer has been putting in place over, because we have the talent, but how to manage it has been one of the focus the gaffer has really been focusing on, even on the training pitch. So if we can manage all this and we can put us as a team, as a stronghold, togetherness, I think we're going to compete and we're going to challenge every other team in the league.
What have you made of Motherwell this season? Did you watch their game last week against Rangers?
I think I just look at the highlights at the end of the watches. But after playing with them in Eastern Road, I think they're a good side, well organized, play together as a team, defend together, attack. They have a good striker, and they just play the way they play. They don't really, they stick to their formation, the 3-5-2, every time they play, and it has been really helping them, and they work hard as a team, and they compete, they work hard. So that's the most important thing about Motherwell. Anything that's going to play against them have to prepare for their physicality, their mentality, and everything. Approach of the game is very high intensity, and they run for every ball, try to win the second balls. So it's a good challenge, and we know what to expect when we go down to Motherwell. It's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be one of the tough games for the season for us again, because after the 2-2 at Eastern Road, we know they are a good side, and after beating Rangers as well, we know they're going to compete for the league, and they're going to be a team to beat in the league also.
And Louis Moult, you'll have to keep an eye on him. How good do you think he is? Do you think he's one of the best strikers in the league?
He's scoring goals. I think he deserves to be one of the best, because you cannot take that from him. Even last season he did well too, and this season he still keep up the momentum, scoring goals, scoring 2 against us, scoring 2 against Rangers. He has always been the front man. When he has a chance, one chance, he utilizes it. He doesn't need more than 2. So for those kind of strikers, you don't need to give them half chance. So we know the last time we played against him, he was able to get 2 good chances and make sure he utilized them. So this time I believe we're going to try to make sure he doesn't see a chance.
Was that one of the big disappointments of this season so far for you as a team, because obviously you're 2-0 up and the manager was played?
Yeah, for us, yeah, I think, yeah. It was disappointing because everybody thought we've put the game in the bag, but I think a couple of mistakes from our side cost us the game. So we've learned from that, and not just because of Motherwell. Every day you learn, every day you work hard to make sure the mistake you made, you correct them, and you work hard to improve yourself. So we know what we're going to expect in Motherwell. We've watched them, and we know the kind of team they are, the striker, their strength, and everything. We're just going to go with our tactics, with our game plan. And as you know, in football, sometimes you don't get what you deserve, but sometimes when everything works for you, even the best team cannot stop you.
Efe, can I ask you, this is your second season, you were here on loan last year, this permanent move now. How is it difficult in making a move away from such a big club as Celtic and looking at what they're achieving at the moment?
Well, for me, at first it was kind of difficult, but sometimes when you look at football, this is sometimes football for you. Sometimes it's not what you hope or what you think of or what you dream of comes your way. Sometimes you have to go through the other way to get it. So for me, making the decision to come to Hibs on loan from Celtic was one of the biggest decisions I have to make, because there's a couple of offers around, but I thought of everything, and I thought of my family first, and I thought of the gaffer, who brought me here from when I was in Israel, and I thought, yeah, there's someone that really brought me from Israel. He knows me, and he knows how to bring the best out of me. Coming under him again will really help my football. It will really bring the best out of me, because I know it doesn't take nonsense. It doesn't take any kind of display. You have to be at your best every time when you're under him. So for me, I believe that's the kind of challenge I need at that moment. That's the kind of person I need to bring the best out of me, because when you lose, you don't want to go to the dressing room. You don't want to make mistakes on the pitch. You want you to be at your best. So I feel coming under him at that moment will really help me. So that's why I decided to just come to Hibs and help them. And I know the challenge they have was to come back to the first league, and they're a big club. So I believe if I can come and help them, it's a plus for me, and it really helped me a lot.
Exactly what you needed at the time.
At that point of time, yeah, that's what I needed. That's why I made the decision to come here, and to make it a permanent deal is another decision I have to make again. So, but I don't have to think twice, because I really loved it. In the last 2 months I played with them before getting the championship and promoting with them. So I didn't think much. I just decided to stay, because I felt like I've found another home from Celtic.
That's what you feel? You feel this is home now?
Yeah, I feel this is home, because the philosophy of the club is not different from Celtic. So I just feel the style of play, and I've played under them and I've played with them, so it really suits me. So that's why I decided to settle down, and they really helped me to bring the best out of me. So where else to be than to be with someone that have really given the opportunity. They're giving you the green light to play football again, to resurrect your football. So I didn't think twice. I just decided to say, yeah, these people, in the last 2 months I played with them, they gave me everything that I really wanted. And I really settled down well with them. The players welcomed me, the fans, everybody. So there's no better place to be at that moment that I thought in my head than to be with Hibs.
Do you feel a bit of responsibility here, and do you feel as if you're a bit of a role model? Because off the top of my head, you're probably the most experienced player in the whole squad, with the international football you've played, Champions League, you've won titles with Celtic. You're probably the most senior player in the dressing room. Do you feel that weight of responsibility?
Yeah, there's weight of, before I even come in, he told me already, so I know. And I believe, I'm up to it. But still, I still try to bring some few experience like Wintaker. He brought in few guys that can really help. It's just not me. Darren is experienced, he has played a lot. Paul, you have Fonte, you have some good experienced players that have played the football David Gray. So I believe with me and them and everybody, we mix up with the young one, we can really push the club forward to where they're supposed to be. So that's what really made me to really think about this club and the philosophy about the club and everything, the coach, the backroom staff, the fans, since the day I'm working, was like, I've just opened a new chapter in my career again. So for me, it's been great, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. And I'm not even thinking about anything but to be a huge player and to help them to get to the top.
Do you think you're a better player now outside of the Goldfish Bowl of Glasgow, and you know, because the spotlight's on you at Celtic all the time, and you struggle to walk up the street and you know?
No, the football is kind of funny sometimes, because sometimes you don't get what you deserve. But sometimes, when the team is doing well, nobody cares. Nobody talks about individual. It's when the team is losing, when the team is not doing well, that's when they start to pick on you, start to pick on this is his fault, that is his fault. But once the team is doing well, nobody cares. So that time we struggle a lot with the fans, with the media and everything. So that time is always difficult. They always pick on the person that make one mistake that they scored, or the person that is not informed, but they don't look at the team generally. So, but right now you can see nobody cares. Nobody talks about Celtic anymore. Nobody cares who make the mistake, who make them to score, because they are winning. So when you have that winning mentality in you, nobody cares whose fault is it, or who made the fault, so that's football. So then we were not doing well, and everything was on Celtic. So that what made it hard. Not just on me, on so many of us that played then. So it was difficult for us. But right now, I'm just enjoying football again, as I said, trying to get back to my best, trying to forget the past and look forward to the future, because the future is more important right now for me than the past.